In this video, I'm going to give you a quick update on the fans in the Traxxas Maxx, talk you through the epic drive shaft fails I've had in the Maxx as well, which leads me on to the spare parts issue that we're currently having with Traxxas spare parts, and just talk to you about a little bit of rip-off Britain, the difference in prices between the UK and the US, because it's a really big impact to our hobby over here. And also just talk about Arrma's upcoming 4S range, or at least that's what I think is about to happen. So first of all, a quick shout out. Okay guys, check out Harvey with his Drifter Maniacs t-shirt. Say hi Harvey.
Hi.
And check out Rich's channel. Shout out to Drifter Maniacs. Say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Well, let's get the Maxx out. So I really still love this car, it's just awesome. But haven't been able to use it since July on account of the drive shaft issues. But the fans, if anyone saw the little video that I did, the fans that I put in were replacement fans from an alternative supplier, and I haven't had any issues with them at all. It's true that I'm not a hard basher, so you know, other people may experience differences. The little fix of putting the tape on each side has definitely worked. I haven't had any repeat breakages or anything like that. I haven't put a temperature gun on it, but so far the ESC hasn't cut out due to high temps or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy with those fans. So definitely the little fix with the tape is a worthwhile one. Coming on to the drive shafts, well, let's swoop in for a closer look. So we've got everything under the sun in here. We've got one drive shaft that's as it should be. If I move it around to the front, one drive shaft that you can see is twisting, and one drive shaft that's now broken, having twisted. And the fourth drive shaft is snapped as well as, I don't know if you can see that right in the back there. I've only got half of the drive shaft left. So all four drive shafts have gone, partly to do with my decision to carry on driving, having broken the A-arm. So this is, don't forget, this has got a wide kit on it as well, and having driven into a branch of a tree, I carried on driving. It was one of those times during lockdown, and you know, we happened to get my mum up, so she was having a little drive. Go. And the self-righting system just put excess stress, I believe, on all the drivetrain, and one by one they just went pigging. And when I put the self-righting mechanism on, it just sort of almost didn't move. It was like, whoa, well, that's a bit bizarre. What's going on here? Game over. That's what's going on here. So I had ordered the CV drive shafts, the metal CV drive shafts back in July, and they still haven't arrived. So the Maxx has been out of action since then. So the supply chain for Traxxas parts has been really difficult. It took me ages to get spare parts for the Revo, but I now have got the RPM arms on the front here. So yeah, it's been very disappointing. I did reach out to Traxxas a couple of weeks ago, and their customer service response was just awful. There was no apology for it. I'd even made room for the acknowledgement of COVID-19, that I hadn't made any inquiries or complaints, you know, until now. And that's because every 2 weeks the delivery date gets put back further and further, and now it's going to be November. And I've got no confidence. I've paid for these drive shafts, by the way. You know, the order's in, the money's gone, and you know, week after week it just gets delayed and delayed. So I've still got no confidence that I'm going to get these drive shafts in November. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Coming on to rip off Britain, I thought it would be worthwhile just talking you through some price differentials between the UK and the States, because there is a huge price differential. And let's put some context to this. The Maxx and the Revo in the UK, they're both at £650. There's not actually a difference. They're about £650. That's $840. You guys are paying $550 for the Maxx, $600 for the Revo. The equivalent to us is $840 for either. Madness. The Kraton 6S comes in at £500, so that's $650, whereas you guys are getting it for $550. The X-Maxx, I'd love one of these, but over here they're £1,000, which is $1,300, whereas you can get them in the States for $900. That's a $400 differential, meaning you could get the Easy Peak dual charger and the 2 Traxxas batteries for nothing, compared with what we've got to pay. So yeah, I mean, there's some big differences. The Outcast 8S is £900 over here. I know it's $900 over there, so you're sort of using the conversion differential, but that's still $1,170 to us. The Felony and Infraction version 2, they're both £650, whereas you're paying $650. So again, that's $840, the equivalent that you'd have to pay over here. And then the new 3S Arrma range. They've come out at $320, I believe, in the States, £330 over here, which is $430. The Mojave, over here it's £709, that's $920, whereas you're getting it for $630. Crazy beans. I never talked about the price in my review on this, and that's because this got us through lockdown. So the price was, we cancelled our summer holiday, so the price was just something to not get worked up about, because boy, would you get worked up about the price over here. This little VXL version is £320. That's $420. In the stateside, it's $250. So this is the same price as the new Arrma 3S range, effectively. It's crazy. And that brings me on nicely to the Hoss, because the Hoss is $480, I believe. Over here, it's not yet available, but the list price so far is £500. That's $650 for the Hoss. I mean, wow. What can I say when you think about what you're paying for the Maxx, for the Kraton, for the Revo, and the differential between the Arrma 3S range and the Hoss. It's just too much to bear, but it probably prevents me from being stuck with Traxxas. I'm not a Traxxas fanboy. I just love good RC cars. But the thing that caught me out was when I was getting into the brushless LiPo scene, I wasn't quite sure of the LiPo batteries. I wanted something safe, and went down the Traxxas range primarily because of this. And of course, I want some value from this. This is very expensive, the dual Easy Peak charger. But the price differential between the Hoss and the Arrma 3S range, I can throw it away, get another one. So I'm over it. I'm over Traxxas, which is great. So I'll just get another Spectrum sort of safe charger and another battery probably. I know there's differences between the cars. I know there's some technical differences, like the differential and the body clip system and things like that. So then it's not exactly the same, but essentially it's a 3S car doing 50 odd miles an hour. A shout out to JT, go and have a look at one of his videos where he's racing them around just on some hardtop there. You know, I can't see a couple of $100 difference in price. And coming on to the Arrma 4S range, they've just disappeared. When you look at the main websites that we use over here in the UK, they're not listed as out of stock. They've just gone. So, you know, I believe that they're going to bring forward the release of a revised 4S range. Okay, guys, well, that was just a few of my ramblings and a little update. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.